Good morning. This is an opportunity for me to focus on telling stories based on the legend and myths, story afterlife, ghost, wisdom philosophers, wisdom of the past, and I am going to tell you the first part of this story. When I grew up in the island, roughly 11 to 12 years old, one day my dad and I rode on bicycles to the plantation. It was a little bit cloudy and the sun is not really high up in the sky. And it's looked like it's a quite quiet day. And while my dad and I rode on the bicycles to the plantation, I hear my dad saying hello to a person. And I was sitting over there and wondering who he talked to. But I did not say much. Kept cycling, and my dad and I went to our plantation and we sat down. And I was asking him, who did you talk to when we came on the road way to the plantation? And my dad told me that he definitely seen his friend riding past us. And I told him I did not see him. My dad was sure with his word. He said, I saw him. Rode past us with a bamboo stick using for fishing. That moment I was a little bit worried. I sat quietly for a little while, have a deep thinking. Is my dad trying to trick me? Or was it real that he saw his friend? But well, we continue our daily job, planting in the taro patch. And when the time comes to go home, my mind was still stuck on what I heard, what my dad was telling me. And on our way home, I told him seriously, Dad, look, can you tell me the truth? Are you kidding me or are you joking? Trying to scare me or trying to encourage me? And my dad say, no, look, I definitely saw my friend and we met. He was riding on his bicycle with his bamboo for fishing. That moment, my world was upside down. I was really, really scared. Because if my dad only saw him and I did not, and how can I miss it if he rode past us? But well, the story did not end there. We went home, put everything away, and I walked to his friend's house to double check. I went over there and asked the wife, where is Fono? And the wife said, Fono is in town. I said, really? He said, Fono went this morning with some piglets to sell in the market, and he's still there. He hasn't back yet. I made sure that the story is true. And I say, look, I went to the bush with my dad, and he told me he saw Fano rode on his bicycle, but I did not see him. In that moment, the wife was looking so shocked. It's more like she's getting scared too. Well, she told me, look, you are the third person who came in and reported they saw Fano. They saw Fono. My gosh, that time I realized my dad was right. The wife told me to see a young person just walking over there came to her and asked, where is Fono? Because he saw Fono catching the bus. And he also saw him walking again. And another person reported that Fono is in the playing snooker beside the road. And that was really confused me. I came home, I told the story to my dad. And my dad, look, I did not want to scare you. I did not want to give you any courage. I didn't want you to think of ghosts. I just want to tell you that I saw a Fono one day. And he said, my dad said, how come can I just say things like that to scare my son? And I told him the story. And the rumors are starting to spread the whole village. And then in a later time, Fono came back from town and witnessed that he has been in town the whole day. He hasn't been in the snooker, he hasn't been walking around the village, and he hasn't been to the plantation. Wow. From that day on, I believe there are stories in afterlife. Maybe it's a spirit of a person who came on a Fono, my dad's friend. And even up to now, how many years by, I still think of that day. Was that real? Or was Fono was just creating a rumor, a confused that afterlife people are coming in a different form? Well, that's the first part of the story of Fono. Have a blessed day. Bye for now.